Hello and welcome. So glad to have you with us watching live. We're going to be talking today all about how to optimize your website for lead generation, maximum conversion, how to make sure that when visitors get to the site, they are compelled to call you, chat with you, request a quote, book an online appointment, and really convert. That's where, after converting at the highest level possible, what we found is your website and its ability to convert can really make the difference between your website and your marketing efforts performing really well. Let's dive in. This is our digital dominance method for pest control industry. Today we are going to talk about your website because your website is your hub. Whatever marketing you are doing, everybody at the end of the day land on your website, both for local service ads, Google ads, or your organic efforts, retargeting, marketing, online directories, marketing automations, and social media efforts. They will be landing on your website. That's why you want to have a great website that's built to convert. You want to showing up organically in the non-paid listings. You want to be driving paid traffic with local service ads and Google ads and have retargeting in place to be in front of prospects that leave the page but don't convert. You want marketing automation in place so you are following up with the leads, either with text or emails. You really want to be showing all the places that your clients and potential customers are looking for your services. On our digital dominance method, to truly maximize your lead flow online, today we are going to focus on your website, which is your foundation of your online marketing, making sure you get a great website that's built to convert, because that's going to be a bottleneck at which all of your marketing either perform well or don't perform well. Before we start, I would like to remind you a couple of housekeeping. If you could turn off your cell phones, turn off your Facebook. If you're really serious about getting better results from your websites, let's focus on this presentation for the next 45 minutes, maybe to an hour. I don't want to take your time, but I would like to show you real examples. About 45 minutes to an hour for you, I'll give you some very specific actionable insights on what you can do with your website to improve conversion rates. Even by yourself, after that webinar, you can make small change by yourself. If you are really professional on changing things for your website, you can immediately implement that. Just give me the one in the comments if you're okay. Make sure this is good with everybody. You're gonna focus here, be dialed in, paying attention. All right. Who we are and why you should listen to us. We have been working with pest control companies over the 5 years, and we are an associated member of MPMA. We are always following the industry. And I personally attend almost every event, Women's Forum, Academy. We will be at the Eastern Conference, Table 5. If you're going to be at the Eastern Conference in Atlantic City, don't hesitate to stop by our table. We exhibit every year at Pest World, not only for lead generation, but if you have ever been to Pest World, it's the biggest event of MPMA, and there are great sessions where you can learn, where you can implement on your business. Why we are doing that? Because we want to deep understand of the unique challenge of the pest control businesses you face today. We provide data-driven strategies. I will also show you on my presentation so that deliver real and measurable growth. We have already managed and built 20 plus pest control websites. We are also good at home service industry, currently manage nearly 60 home service and development accounts nationwide. We would like to help our clients. We help our clients from virtually invisible to dominant their local market players. And we are committed to helping 100 plus pest control websites to triple their sales, build a strong digital presence, attract high quality leads. I know it's more competitive than compared to a couple of years. We really want to convert clicks into loyal customers. This webinar is specifically explaining how you can convert clicks to leads, because it starts from your website. If you'd like some help with that, if you'd like to talk with us about how we can help set up your website correctly and drive better results, we would also love the opportunity to chat at any time. Reach out us by going to digitalkarma.com/book a call. I'm also putting that on the chat. We will take you through a free evaluation and talk with you a little bit about what we do and kind of how much it costs and whether it's the right fit for you or not. Feel free to book an online lead acceleration session. Before we do that, we do assessment and then we do customized recommendation. This webinar will be focused on the real problem pest control businesses face online and what makes a website great in the industry, real examples, mistakes to avoid, and quick wins you can do today by yourself. You don't need any agency to implement these quick wins on your website. Let's talk about a little bit about what is bugging your business. What is really frustrating? What we are finding in home service businesses are making a big investment in marketing right now. You are making a big investment in your track reps, branding in the market, maybe local events. Usually you are spending a lot of money on your website, SEO, pay-per-click, local service ads, local activities for brand awareness. It's across the spectrum. You have tired a lot of different companies. And what's really frustrating is you are getting traffic right. So because you are paying for local services, you are paying for Google ads, maybe Facebook ads, maybe Angie's List or Nextdoor. Maybe you are spending a lot of time on search engine optimization, but not enough qualified leads in your market to really get the job accounts that you need. Oftentimes, you end up with a low return on investment. When I talk with 5 to 10 home service contractors a week, I always have account management meetings with customers. And I hear it all the time. Like, I have spent a lot of money, like $5, $10, $15,000 amount in online marketing, but I only generate enough to break that even. That can be frustrating. When you are trying all of the things, it's just not working. And please let me know if you have already tried these marketing efforts, investing on ads, SEO, or websites, and it's not just working, just put one in the chat. If you have already tried these okay, I think the biggest opportunity cost for you as home service contractors, the most expensive problem to solve for right now is finding good technicians, getting them trained. I know it's really hard job, especially you are in wildlife industry. So you spend your time, money, finding the good technicians to train them. And that's the biggest bottleneck in the business. The one thing you can afford is a marketing strategy that leaves your trucks parked because the technician can find jobs elsewhere and will leave, and that will become a massive problem for you. This is really important. We are going to talk about today is super important because if you don't generate the leads for the investment and you can grow, right? You can serve those jobs. You can continue to grow your team and you can continue to serve the local marketplace, right? The goal and what we are looking for today is for making sure that you get a great website built to convert and consistently convert a visitor into a lead. In my opinion, even more important than convert a lead into a book job, which generates consistent revenue for your business, like recurring customers. You get a full schedule with your tracks, running your business booming, and really a model that you can say, okay, I've got enough lead flow, I've got enough knobs that I can turn that. I could confidently say, okay, now it's time to get that next track and to train that next technician. It's go time to go recruit that next technician because you can generate enough leads to make that a reality. I think that's when you get momentum and consistent growth in your business. The success we are after really, what we are looking to do is get the phones ringing, the trucks running, and the business booming. Just give me one in the comments if that's a good outcome. That's what we would like to solve for on today's session. So, your website is the hub. If you think about your marketing strategy as a whole, whether it's on your track wraps, t-shirt, print ads, Facebook, Google ads, or SEO, the reality is everybody before they convert, which means they pick up the phone, call, submit a form, or start a chat, they're going to wind up on your website. The website really has to be well honed and built to convert. Otherwise, you will be literally hemorrhaging leads, hemorrhaging opportunities. Let's talk about why is so important. Why is conversion so important on your website? Think about we have two scenarios. And on both scenarios, we have 1,500 visitors per month. It doesn't matter where they come from, Facebook, Google Ads, or SEO, or maybe direct mailing. So in scenario one, your website converts 5% of these leads, visitors, not leads. And scenario two, 15% of visitors. In scenario one, you got 75 calls, and scenario two, you got 225 calls and leads. So think about all these leads at your office. Your average conversion rate from leads to customers, book job is 30%. In scenario one, you have 22 new customers, and in scenario two, you have 7 new customers. Your initial service cost is 350. It's in tri-state area. The initial service fee changed between 300 to 400. Let's say it's 350. And your quarterly service is 150. That means in scenario one, with 75 calls, converting 30% from 1,500 visitors, and your website is converting 5%, that means you will have initial service revenue 7,700 and 3,300 quarterly service revenue from the same customer. In scenario two, if you have a well converting website, that means you can convert at least 15% of the visitors. That means 6 to 7 new customers. That means initial service revenue increases to 23,450. So that is why it is so important how your website is converting. Before I start, I have 2 tools you can work on by yourself and after the webinar. One is Digital Karma website workbook. So we created a checklist. Let me copy this. Let me share it on the chat. First workbook is you can find a checklist where you can check if your website is converting. Please check if you can reach the workbook from that link. The other one is if you ever did attend our internet marketing plan for 2026 last month, we also created for a workbook which you can implement your marketing strategy, digital marketing strategy of 2026. Okay. Please let me know if you can open them in the chat. Okay, amazing. We will talk about it later, how you can benefit from them. Let's talk about the critical factors that will help your website convert. I'll talk about this real high level and we will go into the real example. You can see the websites we build. You can see the exact things that make them convert the way they do. Number one, is your website mobile friendly and fast? Over the 60% of web traffic comes from smartphones. Actually, it's now 70%. Your website should be mobile friendly. And in home service, definitely 70% of traffic coming to your website. Isn't it the form of a mobile device? People are not sitting at their computer and looking. Most of the time, pest control that can come out to the houses, they've got a problem. They are dealing with kids in the other room. They've got other things going. They're just running a quick Google search and clicking on your site. You want to make sure that your website fits nicely in the frame of mobile phone. And everything should work properly on mobile version. It has a quick click to call function, really important. You also want to make sure that it loads extremely quickly. Like if your website doesn't load in a second or less, you are going to be losing visitors. You attract them to your website, they click and land on your website, but if it is not a mobile friendly website, they won't convert. If it doesn't load extremely quickly, it's going to hurt your conversion rates. It's also going to hurt your SEO rankings. Site speed is also affecting SEO ranking. Site speed is super important. Number two is talk to your avatar. What are their fears and frustrations? Why should they choose you? You should be able to remind them what you are doing. What kind of company are you? And are you ready for their questions? Which is just a fancy way of saying who is your customer, who is the customer you actually want to work with. Your website shouldn't be technically very heavy and it shouldn't be very SEO centric only. It should be also the way that your customer understands what you are doing in their way. But to convert a higher level, what you want to do is think about your ideal customer. Think about the problem they are looking to solve, like what they're actually looking for. If you can speak that into the website through the messaging, through the imagery you are going to convert at a higher level, think about messaging on the page itself. And most people don't realize this is you want to be real. By that, I mean you want to have authentic image of you. If you are the owner of the business or your teams, your technicians, your trucks, people like to do business with real people. They like to do business with people they know. They know they can trust. They want to see real people on the web page, maybe a family picture. Your real technician, not a handsome technician that you buy an image from a provider or handsome salesperson. Oftentimes, home service companies, pest control, and home service website, they want it to look pretty. One of the biggest trends of 2026 is being authentic. I know AI is a big thing. I know creating images or people from AI or text was a big thing in 2025, but in 2026, people would like to see authenticity. How you can do that is to show your team, yourself, the owner, the real people behind the business to your visitors. You need to have credibility like BBB, Angie's List, local nominations. I'm sure every city has its own local nominations for the best service or certified entomologist. People would like to see authority symbols. And number three is to leverage social proof. All other things being equal, every single homeowner, once they look at your site, once they feel like, okay, you seem like a legit organization, is going to go and run a quick search, maybe on Yelp, maybe on Google Maps, maybe on Angie's List. And they want to see just like how many reviews do they have? What is their average ranking? What are their customers saying about them? You want to leverage that social proof. And also, on your website, you should be able to show all these good Google reviews, but not like adding them manually. There are great third-party tools. You can add your Google My Business tool directly to your website. Whenever you get a new review, it updates itself over here. You can also optimize it just like to show all reviews rating over 4 and also 5. So you can say that third party will just show my ratings over 4. This looks more real. But if you put your real customers' review manually on your website, I can share a lot of reviews just saying name, and nobody will know it's a real Google My Business review. And number 4 is use video multimedia in elements to engage different modalities. Let's, a welcome video on your website, and from the owner, it looks authentic. I know it's not an easy job, but with the technology of your iPhone, it's much easier compared to 2, 3, 4 years ago. You can create videos for each of your services, explaining why someone should contact you or the competition. It doesn't have to be professional. Like I just mentioned, it should be authentic. It doesn't have to be taken by professional photographer or professional videographer. You can do it yourself with your iPhone, just talking about your business at home, wherever you feel comfortable. And number 5 is service specific page. So customers search for specific services like termite treatment, not just only for pest control or rodent control. That when they see a mice in their kitchen, they're not going to look for pest control. They're going to look for mice control, rodent control. And if you have service specific page, you build trust and show your expertise on each areas. Always for tailored calls to action per service. Make your website easier to navigate and more user-friendly. And it also improves search engine optimization by targeting more relevant keywords. If you have separate service-specific page for each pest you are treating, and that means you will have more better rankings on SEO. Number 6 is location-specific pages. You're not only providing service in one city, you provide service in multiple cities. So help customers quickly find the service in their city or service area. It can be a county or it can be a city. And it also improves visibility, Google Maps and local search. That also strengthens your local search engine optimization with geo-specific keywords. What we recommend is always create different sub page for your areas you serve. And it also helps LLMs, large language models, like AI search tools, clearly understand who you serve, where you operate, and which services are offered in each location. Because people are now looking for long-term keywords on search engines, AI search tools. Google is still the king, and it was king in 2025. But AI search tools are improving very fast. People are going to make search like this. Okay, what is the best pest control company in my city? Number 7 is clear call to actions. You have everything, your website, your content, your location page. Do you have clear call to action? Which means don't just have a long text about same day service or leave it at that. We want to make sure that at the end of blogs or text, we tell them what to do next right now, which is just very specifically, hey, if you'd like to book a service call or has questions, schedule a time, call us. You want to tell them what to do next or request a quote. You want to have a very clear call to actions. Okay, get your free estimate today. And next one is easy. We already talked about it. And easy contact options. First of all, you have to have, especially for the mobile version, your phone number should be visible each page. That's why we have sticky menus over here. Even though your visitor change page or take a look at the service page or location page, it should be sticky everywhere because they should be able to contact with you immediately. and leverage live chat. There's been a pivot that's happening in the industry where 2 years, 3 years ago, the number one way that a customer wanted to convert was they wanted to call you right away. They wanted to call and talk to somebody. And more in the future, your customer, if they have the opportunity to text with, they will choose the text right away. I don't know about you, but if somebody calls me and I have the opportunity to exchange in a text message communication, I would prefer that because not everybody has time to talk. It's easier. I know not everybody feels this way. I know not everybody would prefer text messaging, but if you had the opportunity, and this is like a time for user engagement here. And if you had the opportunity to solve a problem, two-way text message versus a live phone, which would you choose? You have to have options for different behaviors. Some prefer phone calls, some prefer text messages. And I'm not saying we want to shy away from phone calls, but we still want phone calls. But we also would like to think about your next generation consumer would rather do a text. And if you don't have that option for them, they may click to the next company's website and see the opportunity to text immediately and maybe schedule their appointment right there without having to talk them. This could be the reason that you lose some of the deals that you might not really want to. Now, in addition to that, you want to make sure that you get the basics in order right. Your phone number here, email address. You can also connect your current customers to your pay online option and directly connect to your CRM system, either FieldRoad or Pest, and live chat options, get a code option. And we already talked about text. So ensure that you get a web form where people can start a conversation. And also, there's an option to book online. So some people just read your reviews and would like to have a recurring service from you and directly take an appointment from you. You should give that option to your visitors on your website. So number 9 is you can leverage special offers, incentive coupons. People like coupons. I love coupons and special offers. So this is really important. Either you can use pop-up or you can create a separate page for different services during the year, like quarterly coupon, yearly coupon, different coupons for, I know termites are termite treatment is so different than general pest control, or different coupons for first initial service. And number 10 is marketing automation. We want to engage via SMS, phone, and marketing automation. We are thinking about how to maximize conversion, not just from visitor to lead, but from lead to book job. So we want to make sure that we are putting some automations in place. Let's say somebody calls in and we missed that call. A month ago, I was having a lead generation. No, I was having a strategy session with a lead. And the day before, I was trying their submit forms and numbers. So I called them. Nobody answered. And I immediately received a message saying, missed that call, and saying, okay, we are sorry. We missed you. And then they follow up with me next day and 2 days later. Same with the submit a web form on our site, putting in their name, email, and their contact details that we follow up when they submit it via phone, SMS, and email. So we found that web forms don't get follow up within 5 minutes because everybody is so busy. So let's tend to go to another competitor. There's this speed to lead advantage that a lot of us are missing out. And so we want to make sure we are leveraging the AI technology that immediately replies to leads. You can automate the quickness of your follow-up structure. And you can also automate multiple touches like I had a month ago, where that lead might get emailed or text messages by you 3 or 4 times over a 48-hour window of time. We are finding that the automation can bridge the gap and help you book more jobs. That means faster follow-ups, at least engage, 5 touch points, 5 touch point, higher conversions, because a consumer in 21st century behavior is decides to buy to see your brand at least 5 to 7 times. Text first automation, more book jobs, so results, phones ringing, trucks running, business booming, and consistent growth. It's a simple map. Think about you have web forms, you have phone number, you have appointment, schedule appointment option on your website. But you don't have a automation system on your website. You have 100 leads. Your conversion rate is 30% without marketing automation. That means 30 book jobs. That means 10,000. Your initial service ticket is $350. That means 10,500 average revenue. And if you signed with these customers and initial yearly contract, that means 21,000 revenue. But if you have a marketing automation on your connected to your website, like SMS text and emails, and also automated for +5 touch, you can increase your conversion rate to 70%. So that means from same number of leads, you will convert more. We will convert these leads to more book jobs. So that means more revenue, up in that case up to $25,000, and for initial service, and also almost 50,000 if you convert them a recurring customer with a yearly contract. And number 12 is one of the missing points whenever I have a strategy session with a lead. People are investing on marketing, both digitally or traditionally, but they don't track. I know everybody, in some cases, spend huge amount of dollars for PPC or time on SEO, for blog posts, for local service ads. But do you know you are converting them? Do you track the traffic? Can you track the behavior? Can you track keyword performance? You are creating campaign on Google ads. When you have a good tracking system, that means you are not guessing work. Let me give you a simple example. This is one of our tracking dashboards. This was December. If you don't track your website with analytics and Search Console, you have no idea what to invest. Phone calls. You should be able to track your calls, and you should be able to connect these calls to a dashboard to see how they convert. And see the source of the calls. How many are coming from Google Ads? How many are coming from your Google My Business? In this case, they have two different locations, Westchester and Long Island. Do you have an idea which is performing better? How many are coming from Google Organic and Submit Forms? You can also be able to high season results. You should also be able to see your results monthly basis. You can compare your August 2025 to August 2024. You should be able to track which cities perform well. And you should be able to track which submit forms am I getting submissions form. In this case, contact us form and pop-up form. That's why incentives like coupons and pop-ups are important. How do you know your Google Ads performance is a good investment? You should be able to take all tracking data, all these data from your Google Ads to a dashboard. You will have an idea. How did you perform whole year? And what is changing seasonally? How much money should I invest in December? Because in December, cost per conversion is high in East Coast, in New York tri-state area. But in different months like spring and summer, cost per conversions are lower. That's why we start investing more in March on Google Ads. That's how we decide. And then we decrease the amount of Google Ads spent starting from November, because in November, and in this case, in November and December, they receive mostly rodent jobs. We only focus on rodent control. In January and February, go back to the same plan and dedicate ourselves on Google Ads for general pest control, depending on the season. Are you tracking your calls? Do you know which calls are coming from where? Are you using a call tracking company? Are you able to listen your calls? If you know which marketing channel brings more calls, you can be able to invest more on that marketing channels. So you should be able to see which channels provide you more calls. It's hard to look at the bullets like this, but I will show you some visuals. Until now, I feel like I talk a lot. So if you are following along and if you feel like you are saying, okay, these are some critical things that I want to think about from my website, just give me one so I feel like I'm not talking to myself. Sean says, one, are we still on with me? All good information. We talk about call tracking, and thank you pages are very important. Each form, when somebody submits a form, it should direct you directly to a thank you page. With that opportunity, you can count how many thank you page you have. So that means you can track how many form submissions you have. And it also helps you create remarketing campaigns. When somebody submits a form, you should be able to target them with remarketing campaigns. The other thing is foundational on page. It's great. You have a great website. It's built. You have image there. You have service page. You have location page. But when you build up a new website, you should be 100% sure that you do the migration process very well. From your current website to the new one, there should be certain things, certain bullet points you should complete while migrating the website. Because if you migrate your website without redirecting your current page to the new web page URLs, that means you will lose traffic, all the traffic you have gained until that time. Proper redirect in place. That means you safeguard rankings, backlinks, and user experience. And you should able to have sitemap, comprehensive sitemap, and you should able to have custom 401, 404 page. Also, when you have a new page, please take a look at your all headings, titles, meta description. Be sure that when you build a new web page, all titles and meta description you have worked until this time placed on the new website. And also be sure that all the smart internal links set up, and also high converting SEO landing page should be placed. We already talked about like 12 points about how a good website should be. But let's have some examples. This is one of our customers, and they are providing service in New York City area. Their major location is Long Island. And let me share their web page and talk about it a little bit. This is their web page. First, when you land on the web page, you see a coupon. Every season we change it. This is winter special. And a lot of people are submitting that coupon. So that's a good opportunity to have leads. We have phone number on the right. We have email, so they can directly email us. We have get a quote sticker button here. So if you need a quote, and if you submit the form, they immediately receive it, and you immediately receive a SMS text and phone number from Optimum Pest Control. And you see here is a proof that they have been serving in Long Island and they are nominated for leave best of Long Island service company in pest control industry. They have clear to actions. Get your free estimate today. All service pages are here. We have a sticky menu here. You see, I am scrolling down. I still have menu items, phone numbers, email, all the menu items here. Let's change it, the page. Even though I go to end control, I still have sticky menu here. I still have sticky get a code. I still have my chat option here. And I still have pay online. This pay online also allows you to, if you're a current customer, you can directly go to your account. This is feed route. It can also be done for Pestback. I can create a service report myself. Maybe I had an experience with them, one-time experience, service, one-time service. I like the service, so I want to book directly from their website. So I can able to book for tomorrow. They have like 12 hours policy. So if I can book it in the afternoon today, I can book it for tomorrow morning. I have all the location pages here: Long Island, Westchester, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens. So specific pages for specific location. Each page, we have reviews coming from directly from Google My Business, and it updates itself. So this was 3 days ago. They also have Westchester account on Maps. Here we only see Westchester reviews. And I also have service specific page also for wildlife and squirrels. I have a commercial page. Mosquito control is very important for this customer, so we have a separate item on the menu. And let's take a look at their visibility on mobile version. Here we go. It's all framed well on mobile version. I have call now button here. I have a menu here. Even on the menu, I have a get a code, CTAs, appointment. I have subpage here. I have services here, service areas we serve. Let's change the page. Let's go to ends page. I still have that sticky menu where I can be able to text, call, and take directly from the website appointment, and also have a code option. Here it's also a sticker. So I also provide that information. I'm proudly serving Long Island, New York City, and Westchester. And each service, we have content. Why we have content? Because we would like to have also good rankings on search engine optimization. We also have a separate commercial submit form because they do also provide service for facility management and property management companies. They have separate form for that. There's one thing missing on that web page. This is a proof that they're a good pest control company. They don't have a good team photo. We have been working more than 2 years with that company, and they haven't provided us a good owner photo or team photo, which will help them better to be visible on their location. And let's go back to our presentation. And in this case, these are August numbers, and their website visitors convert almost 20%. And in August, it was their high season. They had 570 leads, and they spent almost $9,000 for marketing. It includes the agency fee, Google Ads, and SEO. And total average cost per lead is $15.60, and 570 leads, 267 of them is organic calls, 131 is total PPC calls, 172 is web forms, what happens with that 570 leads in 1 month with that amount of marketing budget? Out of 570 leads, they convert 40 of them to a book jobs, 40 initial service. Average initial service ticket for that customer is 250. 228 jobs times 350 means 79,800 revenue. Projected return on investment is 9 times when we divide the total investment to that revenue. And out of these 228 jobs, they have a great salesperson at the office. So they cover 70% of these jobs as a recurring customer. So that means that month in August, high season, they have 159 new recurring customers. Their quarterly plan cost 800 for the first year and 600 for each subsequent year. So we can say 700. So that means with 159 recurring customers, that specific month you earned, you have a yearly revenue of over $100,000 and additional one-time customers. So 228 minus 159 times 350, 24,000. So that means 135,000 revenue. And that means 15 times of return on investment. So if you have a high converting rate on your website, you can increase your return on investment on all your marketing efforts. This is another example. They are local pest control company in northern New Jersey and New York, Rockland County and Manhattan. And let's take a look at their web page. Same with Optimum Pest Control. They have Google customer reviews on every page over footer. And they have service areas, specific page for the counties you are providing service. So same day pest extermination, call to action in Rockland County. Phone number on the right, get a code button, and every page or above the footer, they have a get a code button. And they have specific service page. They wanted to have first insects, rodents, and animal wildlife. But even though they have specific pages for each insects, they also have service plans page, commercial page, contact us page. We also indicate family owned and operated. We never get any picture of that, of course. It's a big thing for us, but when it comes to some companies, they don't provide their great team pictures or family pictures. When we check the mobile version, you see, get a code, call now, here, even though we scroll down, menu here, areas we serve. This is an application, but it works slow because I'm not on a real iPhone. It may work slower than normal. With that specific customer, what we are doing is until this year, only SEO. This year we will start for Google Ads. They also have an emergency hotline, which is a different number. And in August, they have high season 225 leads, and their total investment is 1,950. It includes all the work, agency fee, and content and backlink. So cost per lead in this case is always lower than in SEO, lower than Google Ads, but it works slower than Google Ads. So they have 116 Google Maps calls, 68 organic calls, and 41 web forms. So for these 225 leads, conversion rate of this web page is 45%, and that means 90 book jobs. Their initial service ticket is 300 for that company. So that means 31,500 revenue. So that means times return on investment. They convert averagely these one-time initial jobs to recurring customers, 70% of them. So 63 new recurring customers. So quarterly plan costs like 600 if they sign a yearly contract. And that means with this new 63 recurring customer, with that amount of total investment, they have 37,800 revenue. And when we deduct 63 from 90, so we can add additional one-time service revenue 8,000. So that means 45, almost 46,000 revenue. And when you divide total investment goes, it is 23 times return on investment, which is amazing. Let me know if that makes sense, if everything sounds logical to you. Just put one in the chat. Okay. Let's take a look at the mistakes that cost you. First of all, it's a big mistake if you have a mobile unfriendly design, if you have lack of service specific page and unclear call to actions and missing trust signals. That means unconverted leads. Like I said, we can manage this whole process for you. Like build a new website, make sure it's built to convert, following our process. We would love to chat with you about that good job. Let's say, okay, here is your website. Here is what is missing. And here is room for improvement. And for this, I think share that with you. Just you need to book a call with me. There's the obligation. We can take a look at your website. And I can also show you, okay, this is good. You have done a great job, or this is missing. And here you can implement very easily by yourself, or we can help you to do that. I would like to say the first fast fixes to improve on your website is create service specific pages, make it mobile friendly, and add clear call to actions. When they land on your page, they should be able to see your clear call to actions. They should be able to immediately see your phone number, form, chat box, or text options. Do you have any questions until that point? Do you want me to check your website? I have already shared the workbook for all the elements you should be taking care of your website. So I want to hear what 3 conversion elements should you implement on your website. So what will be your next actions? Put it in the chat. I'm really curious about it because I already show you some examples. Yes, call to action is missing from ours. Good, Paula. And I will schedule a meeting with you. Mark says, can we check our website together? We can definitely do that. You can directly book a call from the link I provided or email us. We can call you. And Hazel says making it more mobile friendly. And Sean says conversions. Good. I am so excited to meet with you guys, especially one-to-one when you're ready to pull the trigger and get this on board. Thank you very much for being on. I hope you got some value. You can even implement by yourself. So if you have any follow-up questions, feel free to reach out, ping us in the Facebook group. We also have a Facebook group, which is Pest Control and Wildlife Entrepreneurs. Let me share that here. Haley says, I think I could add more calls to actions. I also like the contact info throughout to scroll on the website. Exactly. Sticky contact info is always a good action to take because people who lands on your web page should be able to see all these CTAs on every page. Thank you for your time. If you don't have any more questions, I will leave you because our time is valuable. We have already been over 60 minutes. Amazing afternoon. Let's update our website. Let's get them built to convert. And I will talk to everybody again sometime real soon. Nice to meet you guys. And thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Have a great day.